I like your shirt. Yeah, this is my pajama shirt. All right, this is my pajama shirt. Yeah. Golden Girls, baby. And Gorillas. It's a great combination. All right, since we were talking about Gobert and Wemby, I think it's only right that we talk about this quote from Wemby. So let me bring that up. But before I do, once again, if you guys want to check out BetUS, please do. They are the sponsor of this video, this live stream, and this channel for the duration of this entire season. Thank you, Jason Perkins, for subscribing, my way. Check out BetUS. Link in my description. So many different props that you can bet on. I love game props as far as the day of. Those are really cool. So you can do over or under as far as assists with specific players. You can do over or under as far as points, rebounds, and assists. You can combine it with, hey, they're going to have X amount of points and they're going to win the game. And that will increase your chances as well of getting a pretty good, decent earning from it. So guys, go check it out. Link in my description. If you're wondering what do you get, you receive 125% bonus if you use the promo code JOIN125. So use my link in the description and use promo code JOIN125 and you will get 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,500. So go check that out. Great stuff. And if you are interested in BetUS, at the very least, use my link. If you support the sponsors, you support me. So it means the world to me, guys.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
So let's go ahead and take a look here. Let me find it. I can't believe I don't already have it up. Dude, this storm is like scaring me. This might be the last segment for the night. I'll be honest with you. All right, let's see here. Here we go. I wonder who else posted this. So how about this? How about these apples, okay? So the chats keep telling me, they're like, well, Clan, I know you're talking about Wemby and stuff, and Wemby deserves Defense Player of the Year, but even Wemby said that Rudy Gobert deserves it. Wemby is very respectful, okay? And he respects Rudy Gobert. But this is what he had to say. I know that Rudy has a very good chance of winning it this year, and it would be deserved. Let him win it now, because after that, it's no longer his turn. Love the arrogance, okay? I love it. I don't know if you want to call it arrogance or whatnot, but geez, man. He just knows how good he is. And he knows how good he can be. The competitiveness with this dude is ridiculous. So I didn't read this quote as, maybe I'm just reading it different. I did not read this quote as Wemby saying Rudy Gobert deserves it over him. I think he was just saying that he has a good chance of winning. That's all he's saying. He has a good chance of winning. I don't understand. First off, I've been very adamant about this. Don't care. I don't care about personal awards. I just don't. All right. I want my Spurs to win championships. Does it help us to some degree? Yeah. When we have guys that win individual awards, sure. Like, you know, you have true superstars on your team, you know, free agents going to want to come, all that good stuff. I understand in the long scheme of things, it does still help the team. But just me personally, I don't care that much. But what I do care about is the fact that Wembanyama, in my opinion, deserves it. Like I said, we're one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA when he's off the court, and we're top 6 when he's on the court. Ridiculous, mind-blowing. What the heck is that? Okay. But what I care about the most is the fact that he's even in this conversation. He's a rookie, and we're actually having the debate whether or not Victor should win Defensive Player of the Year, an award that was never given to a rookie. All right, let's just make sure. Okay, I don't want to just say that. Rookies who won Defensive Player of the Year, NBA. I don't know how I should have phrased that. A rookie has never won Defensive Player of the Year throughout the NBA's history. Yeah, so he will be literally the first one ever to do it. I truly do believe that he deserves it. It's to a point where I don't understand what else he could do to get it. And that's kind of the frustrating part. It's like, not only are we banking on Wemby, because people will say, well, it's not equating to wins. His defense isn't equating to wins. It's like, well, they're a top 6 defensive team when he's on the court. So he's giving them a legitimate chance. But even yet and still, it's like, okay, now we're saying, well, he also needs to be one of the best offensive players in the NBA for him to win Defensive Player of the Year. Crazy to me. Don't make a lot of sense. I don't like it. So he has to be an MVP caliber player and be one of the best defenders in the NBA just so he can have a chance. That's silly to me. I don't know what to say about that. Let's see. Brother, I get that he is a great player and will be a future GOAT. I'm just saying blocks doesn't mean defense, but there's more into defense. You might not be talking. Are you talking to me? I don't know if you're talking to me. Okay, he says, somebody else says, bro, on, off. Okay, so on the court or off the court only means so much to voters. Let his team be a little bit better and team defense a little better for him to win. The Spurs are 14-52. I understand what you're saying. I would be okay with it if this was just an overall like team award, but this is an individual award. It's like, what else could Wemby do? It's like, so now Wemby has to wait for the front office to get a better team together before he can win the award of Defensive Player of the Year. Just seems a little backwards to me. I don't really quite understand that. I know that we want to award winning, right? Like I get it. And I'm not saying that, MVP should, because I kind of understand MVP a little bit better. Like you heard that too? Yeah, I told you it was loud. Okay, you guys did hear that. Okay, I told you. You guys didn't believe me. I understand that defensive or MVP is more so like you're so good. And usually those teams that have MVP level players are in the playoffs. I mean, let's just be real, okay? I don't care if you're 8 seed, 7 seed, 6 seed. Me personally, I don't care. But yeah, you're usually in the playoffs. I get it. You're just that good. But gosh, dude, when it comes to something like Defensive Player of the Year, I don't feel like we should start equating all these different things. I know that we do, but I don't know. I guess I'll be a little bit more comfortable if they do the same thing that they did with the individual awards, in which they were like, hey, you have to have X amount of games played before you can win these awards. And that was already kind of an unwritten rule. And I feel like with this Defensive Player of the Year thing, this whole discussion, because Wemby is so good, that this is one of those unwritten rule things that we're not talking about. And it's frustrating me just a little bit. I don't care. Like I said, I don't really care when it's all said and done. But I'll be lying if I say he didn't deserve it. All right, guys. I'm done with this segment. Wemby is indeed a good perimeter player. Gobert is not, and he is still Defensive Player of the Year. Marcus Smart won Defensive Player of the Year and wasn't a dominant interior defender. That's true. I mean, Wemby is just good overall. He just deserves it. I don't know what else to say. He just deserves it. I mean, watching these games, he just deserves it. Nobody's a better defender than Wemby on the court. Just me personally, I don't know.